What up, y'all? I'm back with another video, and I'm here to do my 18th installment of albums I recommend. And let's go ahead and get right into it. I have 11. Well, as you know, if you've been watching this channel for a while and keep up with this series, it's not always albums. Sometimes it's mixtapes, and sometimes it's EPs. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first track I want to, first project I want to talk to you about is Momentary, EP by Demo Tape. This is a um, not house music type of EP, but it's an alternative R&B EP. A very nice introduction to this new artist. Well, new artist to me, Demo Tapes. Electronic vibe as well. So alternative. I just didn't want to say it was like a house music type of project, but it's very upbeat. So yeah, definitely check this out if you're into that type of music, though. One of the main reasons why I do these installments is because this is a channel where it's primarily hip hop, but I don't cover all the hip hop albums because I'm like, how many people are really gonna care, and how many of these projects do I really want to review? But I can still at least talk about them by doing a discussion video, a single discussion video about a certain project, or a new albums project where I talk about three or four in a single video, or an albums I recommend. And albums I recommend tends to be for projects like this, and more rock um, projects that I'm definitely gonna check out, but I don't know if I'm gonna be reviewing. And this channel is primarily a hip hop review channel. But yeah, the next track I keep saying track because I'm so used to saying track. The next project I want to talk about is Garren, Normal EP. This is Garren. I found out about him through the Black Panther soundtrack, and what can I say? This, if you ask me, from what I know about Ty Dolla $ign, this is a better Ty Dolla $ign, if you ask me, honestly. And he's from the West, like the West, just putting on, like, with not just the people who were in this album I recommend, but just the West this year. Like the West is just winning in hip hop right now as far as relevance, if you ask me. So yeah, definitely check this out. If you like Ty Dolla $ign, I think you like this because I think this is better than Ty Dolla $ign. So yeah, the next the next one I want to talk about is another EP actually. It's Mozzy. Damn, a lot of EPs actually. But Mozzy with Spiritual Conversations. I forget the name of the first project that I checked out with Mozzy, but it was a collab project in 2016, and that was my first introduction to him. And I got a little bit more of Mozzy, but at least when I didn't watch, but I saw that the interviews with Vlad were on Vlad's channel. So I've known about Mozzy for a minute now, and it's Spiritual Conversations. It's a very personal EP for him, not just his inner demons, but what he experienced in the hood, um, and it's about his relationship with God as well. Very dark vibe EP, not just the lyrics, but the beats as well, which I love dark beats. They're just amazing. The next one I'm gonna talk about is Earth Gang, Royalty, another EP. This was better than the Robots EP, if you ask me. Um, Way more memorable. Is it better than Rags though? I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure. Um, this is all just gearing up for the album that's supposed to drop. Why do I want to say their album's gonna drop this Friday, the 9th of March? I'm not sure why, but yeah, um, good EP. You know, North Carolina boys. I believe they're from North Carolina. I know they're on Dreamville though, and so yeah, the next one I want to talk about is Currensy, the Spring Collection. Currensy, you know what it is, man. He's gonna spit some real shit, but also flex a little. You can smoke, ride, and vibe to Currensy. Currensy, the Spring Collection. Why do I want to like Currensy? He's been the most consistent out of the 4 or 5, maybe 6. Well, I don't know about Suicide Boys, but as far as the 4 or 5 main guys that consistently drop music, you got Currensy, Smoke DZA. At least it used to be. Um, Young Thug and Future, and Bones. Young Thug and Future have kind of just settled down, and now it's more of an album to album. Bones, project to project. Like, how many projects did I reviewed? Well, I want to say three: Failure, it was unrendered, and Disgrace in 2017. So yeah, but Smoke Dizza, haven't reviewed a project of his in a minute. But yeah, Currensy consistently dropping, and he's kind of like, if you ask me, maybe the Wiz of the South, the Wiz Khalifa of the underground. I mean, he's Currensy anyway, but yeah. The next one I want to talk about is Onyx with Black Rock. It's it's up your alley if you're a hip hop fan. It's up your alley if you're a rock fan. It's up your alley if you're a rap rock fan. I don't necessarily know about new metal, but um, yeah, Onyx doing their thing. Um, it was refreshing to hear this because I like this anyway. If you like Prophets of Rage and Public Enemy, of course, then you're gonna check this out and like it. The next one I want to talk about is Mila J with February 2018. This was an EP, and I have to say this was refreshing. And I don't want to say refreshing like we haven't had good R&B drop in the past 2 years. Like Frank Ocean, Anderson .Paak, SZA, Khalid, um, Black Clack, up six Lack, and some other artists. But SZA, Khalid, Frank, and Anderson, those are the four main ones that come to mind. This is just refreshing because it's like it's still got that modern. The quality is modern, but it has that older vibe to it, and it's just like this is refreshing. Kind of reminds me of the kind of R&B I heard in the car growing up. So yeah. The next one I want to talk about is OC, a new Don. OC is an OG. Not at this point. He's been OG for a minute. Like he's been doing this for like what, since the early to mid '90s, I believe. And a very good project. Took a while for me to get into it. Like I had to get into like the fourth or fifth track before I was really starting to pick up with it. And I was like, okay, I do like this. So I'm definitely gonna recommend it. The next one I want to talk about is MGMT, Little Dark Age. Now, remember what I talked about at the beginning of the video? Certain rock and genres outside of hip hop. Um, I'll check those projects out and recommend them usually because this channel is basically mainly a hip hop reviews channel. So I tend to either put them in the album recommend video. Actually, that's it. I've never done a discussion separately on a single discussion on a certain rock or anything outside of that because yeah, mainly hip hop. But every now and then I do review genres, projects from other genres outside of hip hop. And I came so close to reviewing this, and I was going to because through the first 3-4 tracks, I was loving this, and then it kept going, and I was like, oh, it's still good, but I don't know if I want to review this now. And I really wanted to because I saw how many people were just asking for this to be reviewed, not me, but because of um, other YouTubers, music reviewers that I watch on YouTube, their reviewers were asking for. So I was like, maybe if I review this, I can attract an audience outside of hip hop to this channel because I want to expand the channel, of course. But yeah, definitely check this out though. Psychedelic kind of indie rock. I mean, I guess if you're into okay, let me make sure I got this. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I feel like I'm missing an Izzard in there somewhere, but yeah, definitely check this out. Next one I want to talk about is Jamo Gang. Is it Jamo or is it Jamo? It's Jamo Gang, I believe. Jamo Gang EP. This is with Ras Kass, L57, and J. No, it's J57 and Ras Kass. I know it's Ras Kass is in here, but again, the West, man, like just putting on in the almost mainstream to the mainstream and the underground, like just putting on out here. The West is just, as far as relevancy, they're really putting on and putting out good music with it as well. It's not like, I hate to say this, but a few years ago and back when the South was the most relevant, but was putting out the lowest quality hip hop, unfortunately. But yeah, Jamo Gang, man, the West is just winning right now. As far as, like I said, relevancy, better quality music, it's the Midwest, Chicago and Detroit. And the last one I want to talk about is Blended Baby, Supervillain. This is a lot of instrumentals on here, but there are some features from artists, so you get vocals on these tracks as well. And Blended Babies, now who was in Blended Babies? I remember I did like, what was it, Ev Zeppelin, Blended Babies, and Chuck English in 2016. Um, okay, so who Asher Roth, is he in Blended Babies? See, I'm not too familiar with them. Just like that other, um, kind of like with the cool kids, they drop, and I'm aware of them, but it's like, eh, I'm not so familiar with them that I can name every member except maybe the main one. So yeah, definitely recommend that you check that project out though, because it's got some nice slow groove R&B vibes with these instrumentals on here. So that's pretty much it though. Albums I recommend: 18th installment, complete. So if you've heard any of these projects, go ahead and let me know what you think about them in the comment section below. And if you haven't, definitely check them out and let me know what you think about them. Also, if you have any projects that you think I should recommend or do a new albums or discussion video, or what you probably want the most, a review, let me know. What should I be listening to? What should I be bringing to the attention of who might not know about it? What should I be reviewing and covering? Just let me know in the comment section below. You know what to do. Hit the like button if you like this video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check the description so you can see my everything from social media to my PlayStation Network account to my um, I don't even know what to call those accounts. My other accounts you can go to if you want to support the movement, as far my movement as far as YouTube, music, entertainment, etc. PayPal to Venmo to everything. But you just watching this video is more than enough support. So thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.